Hey, what's up guys? Cut of Truth here with some Battlefield 4 beta gameplay for you all on the PlayStation 3. Finally, after some confusing times in terms of the release, the Battlefield 4 beta is finally here for North America PlayStation 3 users. And I'll be honest with you all, this is not the first chance I've had to play the Battlefield 4 beta. Late last night, I quote-unquote accidentally purchased the Battlefield 4 Digital Deluxe version to gain early access to the beta, which I hopped on and played this morning, and then hopped on the PlayStation 3 to play the game that you're seeing right here. So in this video, I'm going to be going over my very first initial thoughts and just overall very rough impressions of the beta thus far from both the PlayStation 3 and PC perspective, as I've gotten the chance to play both. Starting off in the perhaps negative side, we have something like this here. Now, you may be saying, what was that? That was me being an idiot and not realizing that, hey, this is a new game. Maybe the controls are different from Battlefield 3. And I was trying to press select to spot my enemies, and turns out that actually opens the in-game battle log and it doesn't spot. R2 is the actual spot button, and you see the previous shot, what happened to me there. It ended up getting me killed. Now, I'm not sure in the options menu under controls if there's a setting you can change to have your control layout be like Battlefield 3. If there is, that would be really, really great, and you have seen that, you can let me know down below in the comment section. That would be much appreciated, and really overall very, very helpful, because that's what I'm used to, and I can try to get used to Battlefield 4's controls, but it's going to be hard going back and forth between the two. But still, that doesn't keep this guy's guts from not getting splattered on that wall. I thought that was pretty funny right there. As far as PC goes, it appears to be just the same as it was for Battlefield 3. Moving on, though, to the game modes that we have for the Battlefield 4 beta. Now, one of the things you're going to be seeing quite frequently is this right here. No, not fail RPG shots, but guys on rooftops. This guy in my squad was on this rooftop the entire match, and in both Conquest and Domination, it's going to be like that. You're going to see guys on rooftops really the whole time, and it's just frustrating to play against when there's objectives to be basically taken for your team, and they're just up there failing at sniping and it going like 1 in 5 for like 3 rounds in a row. It's just annoying to have those guys on and as well as against your team, because you want their players to play the objective and they're just simply not doing it. Of course, you can play the game however you want. You've got access into this beta by all means. Play whatever style fits you and whatever thing you want to do. But it's just frustrating, and you will probably get yelled at for not going after the objectives, especially if you're on PC. So in terms of the Conquest game mode in Siege of Shanghai, I would have to say really for both the PC and console, the map is honestly too open. I really am not a huge fan of this map. It's not bad. It really isn't that bad of a map, but areas like this are very common. Just wide open areas with very little cover, and you have to kind of hover, or not really hover, but just stick to buildings when you move around the map. Otherwise, you're just going to get your head ripped off on both console and PC. It's like that, and it's just... It really isn't that enjoyable of experience. It's not necessarily bad by any means. That's not what I'm trying to say. Some players really enjoy the openness of it, but just if you haven't played the beta yet, be ready for those huge open areas in which you're really finding yourself without a lot of cover. Now, here was kind of a funny moment as I was spotting these enemies and randomly turned to my left only to find there's an enemy somehow on this rooftop, and he was running after the guy there, so I figured just shoot him in the back with an RPG. And then I turned to my right, and you can watch the skyscraper fall here. Now, keep in mind, this is the PlayStation 3, so in terms of how it's going to look, yeah, that's how it looks right there. But not by any means the best. Keep in mind, this hardware is not even good enough. I mean, your cell phone has better hardware than this thing does, basically. So just kind of keep that in mind that it's still doing this, even though your phone could probably process more. Don't know if it's actually true or not, but it does what it sure does seem like. Finally, moving on to the classes in Battlefield 4, how are they really changed up from BF3, and how do they feel in terms of usage goes? Well, the classes have changed up quite a bit. The assault rifles, though, still maintain that pretty freaking beastly accuracy when it comes to really any part of the battlefield. But for me, because I love support class so much, on PC, that is what I've been playing primarily, is support, and flat out loving it. I already unlocked the Type 88, and it is an absolute monster of a weapon. The Type 88 and the support class overall, very, very, very good combination together. And it's just, the game has been changed up a lot for infantry combat. In Battlefield 3, especially PC, I could really just rush some more and do pretty well. For Battlefield 4 beta right now, I can't do that. The gun, just kind of the handling and overall usage, it's a lot slower, kind of clunkier-ish, and forces you to really slow down and not move nearly as fast. You need to really just take your time and play a little bit more tactically. use strategy more when you're playing, not so much just this run, because the weapons especially don't seem to have very good hip fire at all. Their hip fire is absolutely abysmal compared to Battlefield 3, and it really does force you to slow down, and that's what I've had to do when playing, is just slow down. And that, once I really learned how to do that, that's when I've done better, when I've succeeded, when I've picked up basically 5, 6, 7-man sprays on PC with the Type 88, when I've learned to really slow down, and instead of just rush into an area, just kind of maybe take a position, kill a guy or two, move up to the next one, things like that. That's what it's been like for me so far, is just taking it slow when it comes to your strategy, and oftentimes you will win the gunfights from that. So my overall thoughts on the beta is that it is pretty fun thus far. It's very new, so everything's going to take some time to getting used to. But one thing I do want to say is that after playing on both PC and PlayStation 3, if you have a PC, I'd recommend playing on that. Here's the reason why. These current generation of consoles just can't keep up with the Battlefield 4 demands in terms of how it really allows the game to play out. The game feels really clunkier and just more almost awkward than Battlefield 3 did. Battlefield 3 didn't run that bad on the current generation of consoles. Most people love to bash it, but it actually ran pretty good. I mean, I've played 1,000 hours of PlayStation 3 Battlefield 3 on console, so I really know how the game plays. Battlefield 4 already is handling worse. It feels like the game is more prone to freeze. I played for an hour and it froze twice on me already. It would maybe freeze once in a whole night of gaming on Battlefield 3. Those type of things, it's really just pushing these PlayStation's hardware until it's about to explode. So just be ready for that when hopping on. If you have a PC, I'd recommend trying it out there. It seems to be holding up well. PlayStation 3, it can be fun. It's going to be a lot clunkier. It doesn't nearly feel like it runs as smooth, and overall, just performance-wise, it isn't what Battlefield 3 is at. But it's possible that that will be changed for the full release. I don't know. I don't really think it will, but that's kind of my overall thoughts on this beta so far. It's just going to take some time getting used to everything. But remember, just kind of slow down when you play, especially when it comes to gunfights, and you should ultimately win quite a few of them just by playing a little bit more tactically. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Be sure to leave a rating if you did, and let me know down below in the comment section how you're enjoying Battlefield 4 thus far. Take care. Y'all have a great day. Bye.